Good evening. It is July 20th, and we're under the black moon, the new moon, in Cancer. This is our second Cancer moon, and so I chose a night sky background for this. I thought that I would offer a little calling in ceremony and a little meditation for this Cancer moon. This Cancer moon is very special because we will not have another black moon for 32 months. And it portends a time of great change. And we've already known that since March or earlier, that we were going through quite a change in our country and on our continent, on the entire planet. And so I think it's a really great time for us to really consider how we want to approach this. What wisdom would we like to bring into this time? How can we utilize these energies, overcome our fears, our anxieties about it, and find this new path, this new golden age? So I'm going to invite you to get to a comfortable place in your dwelling. If you have some candles, you may want to light them. If you'd like to do a little incense, that may be a good thing. And I'm going to start with just doing a little drumming. So I'll invite you during the drumming to just think about the time that we're in, the moon phase that we're in, and the zodiac sign Cancer, which is about security. It's about family. Only this isn't just our family, our own family, our family of origin, or the families we've created through our friendships. It's about the family of humanity and the family of all of the kingdoms that dwell upon this earth. So while I'm drumming, perhaps find the directions in your dwelling. Find the east. Find the west. Find the north. Find the south. Create a circle, if you will, in whatever way you're able. Know that tonight we're joining that dark moon, that black moon with no light, as we begin to appreciate that we're entering a cycle of animation. And in the next day or two, weather permitting, we'll begin to see that first sliver of light. And we'll know that it's time to set all of our intentions for this new moon, this black new moon in Cancer. Just find a comfortable place to be. You may choose to lie down as you listen to the directions, or perhaps you'll walk your circle. Just do whatever suits you best, and all will be well. And as we stand in the direction of the east, we'll begin to call in all of the guides and guardians of the east. And we know that the east is the direction of beginnings. And so we also understand that under this black new moon, that we're at a point of beginning. We've had 6 months of some pretty horrendous stuff for 2020. And so this is a good night to begin to think, how can I support the change that's going on? And what can I personally do to find fulfillment, no matter what the outer appearances are? So we're going to direct our attention to the east. In this case, I'm directing mine to the Organ Mountains. So we call out spirits of the east, Grandfather Eagle, visionary guides that hold the possibilities of all people. Join us this night. As the direction of the seer, gift us knowledge that we may bring back to our circles to facilitate the great changes that are taking place. Help us to see beyond our limited scope of this material world those changes that are necessary in our organizations and our structures to create a dimensional shift that is upon us now, both as individuals and collectively. Let us have the courage to speak our truths and foster real freedom among all people and all kingdoms of this planet. Help us recognize that the world, our earth as we know it, is splitting into parallel entities, that we're being presented with a choice. Let us focus our magical attention on the good earth, El Mundo Bueno, and give little attention and energy to El Mundo Mal. Free us to share our vision as we participate in a great giveaway, sharing what we no longer need with others who may be in need. Allow us to rise with eagle for greater vision and experience our illumined selves. So I invite you to close your eyes in the east. See that dark moon. Allow yourself to vision this moon in the sky, inviting us to go within, to begin to set our intentions. We won't say them tonight, but we'll begin to think about them. And as this new cycle of animation moves through us, let us follow the energy, the rising energy, so that we might best utilize this time. And so it is, luz, paz, amor, conciencia, armonía. And now we're going to turn to the west, and in my case, it's the Rio Grande, and wherever you are, whatever element is predominant in the direction of west, you'll want to turn to the west or direct your magical attention to the west. So we call out to the spirits of the west, the sacred dream initiators and Bear, to help us build a bridge across the worlds, that we may consciously choose the world that we want to create and move from the world of matter to the world of spirit. Help us to step beyond the small deaths and the numbing experiences of daily routine to fully embrace life, and in so doing, not be claimed by death. Bear, teach us to honor the cave center of our minds, that we may explore the depths of illusion and find the pinpoint light that leads us to this unfolding golden age. Let us embrace inner wisdom and quiet the matote, the busy gossip in our heads. And as we recognize and embrace the experiences of important passages, may we surrender to our fear and violence and find pathways to peace. Let us acknowledge what's been accomplished in our lives in the past animation cycle, in the past half year. We ask for the dream initiators to help us examine and release beliefs and illusions that no longer serve us, so that we might create a growing space for the new and the truths that await us. Gift us with the quality of receptiveness, of receiving, that we are available to take in all of this earthwalk experience, everything that is available, and experience it with dignity and humility. Let us be willing to build from the ashes of the old and rise both inward and outward to that great temple of peace. And as you face the west, think about what you've completed. In spite of everything that's gone on in this first half of the year, what have you been able to complete? What has felt like you've come to a completion with it and you're ready to open up to new energies? What has it felt like to experience darkness so that you can greater appreciate the light? In the silence, express gratitude. It's always good to say thank you, even for the things that were difficult. Thank you. Let us move forward, stepping into the flow, and be grateful. And so it is, luz, paz, amor, conciencia, armonía. And now we're going to turn to the north, the direction of the ancestors. This is also the direction that White Buffalo Calf woman brought the pipe of peace to the people. And so we think here and we call in the spirits of the North, White Buffalo, and ancestors to teach us to step outside of ordinary time and become luminous beings. Let us embrace this new dimension where we are no longer subject to karma. Allow the momentum of the past to assist us in attaining freedom and liberation. Invite us to listen to the voices of the ancient ones as we step outside of time, releasing events of the past and summoning that destiny we desire. Let gentleness and sweetness be the key words we use to summon our destiny. Awaken these beautiful luminous bodies that we may walk upon Mother Earth as illumined and bright beings. As we acknowledge this dark moon, may we remember the circles and cycles of animation and entropy, of growth and stillness. Gift us the wisdom to appreciate the sacred presence of our ancestors who guide and support our earth walk. Teach us to lead our lives with integrity for the 7 generations who will follow us. Let us see the bigger picture, the more macroscopic view, that we may more clearly become internally balanced in these chaotic times. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment. You have an ancestral guide, whether you're aware of it or not, who is with you all along this journey. So in the quiet, close your eyes and invite that ancestor to give you the gift of a word that would serve you well in this time. Allow that word to move from your left ear to your right 3 times until you can anchor that in your consciousness. So be still and listen to the voices of the old ones, the Antigos. We're all moving in new pathways. Luz, paz, amor, conciencia, armonía. And then we're going to turn to the south. And in the south, we're going to call on the faith protectors, the guardians of innocence, and Coyote to help us hold on to the lightness of being that sees us through the dark and transforms us through magic. Coyote is known as the trickster, but it's also that animal which can help us laugh. And in times that we're experiencing, laughter is so important. So let us move into magic easily and effortlessly in an act of love and by declaring an act of power. Whichever passage we're now in the life cycles, let us be accomplished by working with the element fire. And let us feed a virtual or real fire the twigs of our past, representing the lessons of this lifetime, and pay homage. Let no acts of love and forgiveness go unsaid. Let us take actions to express ourselves and no longer hold within those words from others. Spiritual warriors are empowered by loving and forgiveness. And so let that be with us. As all of these releases transpire, help us to become detached and come into balance. In detachment, we're able to flow. We're able to step into that river that's moving rapidly, as the Hopi prophecy promised. Guide our footsteps as we gently walk our pathway, gaining strength and momentum along the way. Help us let go of fear and uncertainty, and grant us the faith and trust to acknowledge who we truly are, and gift us with grace to celebrate our own pathway and those of others that may not understand. So I want you in the quiet here, resurrect that undomesticated child in you. that one who was anxious to see every new day, to discover walking and talking and movement and independence. Bring that little being into you that you remember he or she is still a part of you. Let them be in circle now. Call them in. Invite in your youthful inner child. And so it is, luz, paz, amor, conciencia, armonía. And then we call on Father Sky above. And we direct our attention upward. And so we say, Father Sky above, creator of the sun, moon, stars, and the rainbows of promise, shine your light upon us that we remember who we are as we look at the night sky and the brilliance of the cosmos. Let us understand this is where we came from. This is where we complete this material journey. Find your star, find your constellation. Let it open up the floodways of your awareness that you will remember you are a light being. And then we direct our attention downward to Mother Earth below. And we say, Mother Earth below, what an amazing planet you've gifted us to experience all of the kingdoms, all of the elements, all of the parts of having this unique body, our mind, our heart, every part of us. Let us be grateful that you have sustained and nurtured us, and that with guidance and with our awareness and with our corrections to damages to the environment, that we will continue to be loved and guided and sustained by you, the great mother who is encircling us in warmth and affection at a time when we perhaps cannot hold anyone or hug anyone. Let us know that Mother Earth is always holding us to keep us safe, and so it is. And then I want you to place your hands on your heart. Spirit within, let us remember this internal place, this higher heart. Let us light that small flame within that will lead us to transformation, that will help us lighten our beings, help us begin to become more understanding, more accepting, more inclusive, more patient, more forgiving, and aware that the one true thing about each of us is love. Everything else is false. Let that love shine out into the world. And so we thank the spirits of the East and West, the North and South, and all our relations, the Taquiasan. And so it is. And now I'd like you to get comfortable and close your eyes while we do a little meditation. And this one is called Be Still, Be Silent. Be still, be silent. Visualize in the next few days the sliver of the moon, her face mostly veiled and hidden. Seek the truths hidden there, the shadows of possibilities, or our many tomorrows. Examine that tiny seed of an idea, a spark full of promise, wanting only to grow. Be still, be silent, and ground yourself in that promise in the fertile soil of the Cancer new moon. Nurture its growth, and with it your own, as Mother Earth provides sustenance. Dream of the future, but stand solidly in today and honor the value of your path. Be still, be silent, and listen to the voices of the angels and guardians, for their music is the truth you seek. See the joy that is yours and mine and ours, the peace of living creatively with hope. Claim your abundance, the beautiful resources gifted us by the Mother so generously. Be still, be silent, Rejoice in the laughter, revel in the love, and honor the life-giving earth. Widen your circle, enlarge the hoop of your tribe to include every man, every woman, every life, every kingdom. Dwell in the peace emanating from your pathway and open the gate for others who are searching. Be still, be silent, and be love. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence say to yourself, I will get in touch with the field of pure potentiality of the second half of 2020 by taking time each day to be silent. I will sit alone in silent meditation each day. I will be still so that I may hear the sounds of silence and know that they are fertile with potentiality for carrying out my own life plan on this plane. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, commit to yourself, resolve. I will take time each day to commune with nature, to catch the rising sun and see its majestic setting, to listen to the sound of running water, to smell a flower, to affirm what a beautiful miracle Mother Nature gives me. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, focus on the giveaway. Make a promise to yourself each day, no matter where I go and who I encounter, I will bring them a gift. The gift of a heartfelt compliment, a flower, a smile, a word of encouragement. I will notice them. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, prepare yourself for receiving and say, I will gracefully receive daily sunlight, the sound of birds singing, the sound of rain. I will each day acknowledge that I am receiving gifts just for being here, for being willing and allowing myself to receive. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, focus on choices and attention, and say, today, I will witness the choices I make in each moment. And in being aware in the moment, I will learn to be fully conscious in the present, and I will be available for bliss. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, ask for guidance and say, I will listen to my own guardians and guides and move forward with the knowledge that I am never alone. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, avow the practice of acceptance. I will accept people, situations, and events that are presented in my life, and in accepting others, I will merit acceptance and learn that the universe is as it should be at all times. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, affirm your responsibility for the circumstances you've created. I know that taking responsibility means not blaming anyone else. I accept that each situation I've created is an opportunity that can transform into my greater benefit. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, get in touch with your desires. What do you want? What is your heart's desire? And say, I will make a list of all my desires. I will carry this list with me. I will look at it before I meditate, before I go to sleep, when I arise in the morning. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, practice release. See your list of desires and say, I will release this list of desires and surrender to the womb of creation and trust that the cosmic plan has designed for me this result or something greater. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, practice detachment. I will allow myself and all around me the freedom to be as they are. I commit myself to detachment. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, step into the field of all possibility and say, I will experience fun, adventure, magic, and wonderful mysteries of life that have always been free, and I will be free. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, provide a space within to nurture the God or Goddess that lies deep within your soul, and say, I will pay attention to the spirit within. I will awaken myself to the deep stillness that is within my heart. Be still, be silent, and in the stillness and silence, inventory your own unique talents and abilities. See all of the gifts that God, Goddess, all that is, has bestowed upon you. See your beauty, inner and outer. See the magnificent spirit that you are. And make a commitment from this special black moon for the next 32 months. I will inventory all the things I love to do while I express my unique talents. And when I express my unique talents for humanity, I will enter into the state of no time. And in this state, abundance will meet me and those whose lives I touch. And finally, I will ask myself daily, how can I serve? How can I help? And I will dedicate myself to humanity. And I will demonstrate and be the light and love that I truly am. Be still, be silent, be love, be. And so it is. I wish you a most blessed evening. I wish you a beautiful awakening as that light begins to show that first sliver, that you know there is always light returning, and you are part of it. And so I thank you for spending this time with me, and I say to you, good night.